Sorry.
Tell me about yourself.
Hello, my name is Ashish Mishra, and I am graduated from a software college in Bachelor's of Computer Application. There I have learned various technologies and programming languages, and currently I am working as a MERN Stack developer in an IT company. That's also.
Okay. What is MERN Stack? Can you define each component of MERN Stack?
MERN Stack is a full stack, is a stack of technology that used to create a web applications, and it stands for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js.
Okay. So what is the role of Express.js in MERN Stack?
Express.js role is to connect the MongoDB database to our front end layer, and create APIs and routings.
Express.js is a library or any framework?
Express.js is a Node.js framework that help us to simplify the process of creating APIs.
Okay. So what is component?
In React, a component is we can say that a component is like a JavaScript function that returns a JSX.
Okay. Why React prefer component? Without component, can we create any application under React.js? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. We can create no, sir. There should be a single component. There is a component called app.js, which is by default there. So we can't create a component without a single component.
Means component is mandatory.
Yes, sir.
Does React contain any HTML web page?
Yes, sir. It contains HTML web page in the public folder of the React application.
Okay. What is hooks in React?
Sir, hooks was introduced in the React 16.8 version, and it simplified the various things for React developers, such as managing the state and performing side effects, side operations, and other things as well.
Okay, so hooks can be used in class component. Is it possible?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay.
Sir, I think class has its own state management and operation using these keywords, so we don't need hooks there.
Okay. What is the main difference between state and props?
So state is used for managing the state to track the live any change, if there is made any changes in the variable throughout the process of our execution, so it changes by the state. And props is just like passing the state from the parent to the child component. That's
Okay. So how to get the value from props? Can you tell me the syntax?
Yes, sir. We first define the first we pass the in a parent component we pass the argument and while returning the child component, and in child component we accept those argument as a parameter, and we use them as a props dot value anything. We can also destructure it in the function component definition.
Props dot key, I think then.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Props.
Okay. What is stateful component and stateless component in React?
So stateful component are those which created using React useState, or in class component this dot state, and when it always take the state where it changes, but in stateless component we only access the variables and values from the DOM. We don't interact with it, and throughout the process we don't track it.
Okay, so which is most useful, stateful process or stateless process?
So both are useful. When we have a complex application, both are used. When states are used generally when we have to make changes throughout the process in our application, and use state are generally used for static use refs. Stateless are used when we don't want to make changes, we just want to access the variables.
Okay. Can we pass multiple values using props? Is it possible to pass many values?
Yes, sir.
How?
So we can pass the multiple value as an object, and inside an object and access those destructure this object in our child component.
Okay. Okay. Any alternative ways to pass the value from one component to another in React?
Yes sir, there is a hook called use context hooks which gives us the use context hooks and create and method called create context which from which we create the context, and to set the value of hook context there is a property called provider, and to get the value there is a property called consumer.
Yes. Means use context hooks method we can manage. Any another way?
Yes sir, there is a library called Redux that we can use to it is a third party library. So yes sir, we can use it, but it is third party. So in React we use it, but it's not in built.
Do you know about React router DOM and navigate method?
Yes sir, React router DOM is used for the navigation in the application.
I think that using navigate method as a parameters also you can pass the value, no? From one component to another.
Yes sir.
As an argument you can pass the value under the navigate method. You have used routing concept in React?
Yes sir.
Okay. So for example, I want to create any link under React application. Then
yes,
what class you will use to create the link?
Class.
How to create hyperlink?
Sir, for creating hyperlink we use anchor tags
in React. Anchor tag it is in HTML.
Yes sir. So browser routers, router class.
The router class is okay, but what is the subclass? In place of A, what you will use?
Sir, link.
Link. And how many parameters it contains?
Sir, it contains path.
Yes.
And the element.
Path are 2.
Yes sir, 2 sir.
It contains 2. No? Path
yes,
is for root.
Yes sir, path is for roots.
Okay. What is local storage in React?
Sir, local storage is a browser is a storage where we store some values for our operations like login and logout purposes, where we store the value temporary to check the login status and other status as well.
Okay, means temp variables.
Yes sir, temporary memory.
Okay. Suppose that I am just asking one problems. Okay, suppose I am creating one banking applications.
Yes.
Okay, and I want to create 2 different type of module. Okay,
yes,
the first is for admin module, and second one is for customer module.
Yes sir.
Okay, then how you can manage the route? Means how you can handle the routing?
So basically routing is work similarly as it is works, but we add an extra layer of login authentication to access the admin part of the application.
No, simply I am saying that the template or their layout part will be different, na? Because the customer layout is different and admin module layout will be different. How to handle multiple layouts?
Sorry sir, I don't know.
Okay, in this case we will create multiple layout page, and we will create the route and multiple routes module. Under that route module, for multiple route section we will create. Okay, and we will define the path /admin/ login. Okay, and for the normal we will define the /.
Okay sir.
Okay. Now I am asking some question about API. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You knew that what is API? How to define it?
Sir, API is short for application programming interface, and it is used to fetch the data from the database and use in our application.
Okay. How many methods or how many approach in React.js to access API?
Sir, in React.js there are 2 ways: the fetch method and the access. The fetch method, we have to manually parse the data which is in JSON format, and in XJS it is automatically passes the data.
XJS is better or Fetch is better? Which is better?
So XJS is better because XJS is a third party. It is not inbuilt, while Fetch is a built-in JavaScript in a browser, and it is not possible to. It is not possible if it is in every browser or not.
Okay. Means we mostly prefer
XJS.
Have you created any applications under React? Any applications you have created?
Yes, sir. I have created some application like to-do list and to-do list. I have created to-do list and rental service search features and other as well.
Okay. That means if I want to say you, we have one HTML template, okay, and I want to convert into React JS template, and you can do.
Yes, sir. I can do.
Okay. Suppose that I want to integrate Bootstrap in React. Okay. Then how you will integrate Bootstrap library and React?
Sir, first of all, I go to the index.html file in public folder. There I attach the Bootstrap CDN of both CSS and JavaScript. Then I use my
I don't want to do this process. Then it has any alternate approach?
Yes, sir. Bootstrap, sir, in Node.js and React, there is a we can install the Bootstrap under our project, and then use it.
You can install Bootstrap.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how to we can import it, no?
Yes,
we can
sir.
simply import it. Okay. Your basic part is clear almost. Okay. And you have answered many questions good, and some preparation is also required
Okay,
for
sir.
practical exposures. Okay. All the best for your career.
Thank you.